Hello, my name is Revell Dixon and I am a black man with glasses, with a long beard and wearing a blue jacket. Welcome to Journey into Arts, where I'll be interviewing people who are well known in the arts sector, hearing about their journeys throughout their careers, and to hear about the process when it comes to creating new work or project. Today I am in Wandsworth, where I will be meeting Conor Devlin-Powell. He is an artist, writer and filmmaker, which he will be working on a new film project next year called Battersea Goosebusters.
Hi, my name is Conor. I'm a neurodivergent filmmaking artist. I work in realms of rotoscope animation, illustration, and horror and comedy filmmaking. I have brunette hair, green eyes, tan skin, and I have a kind of purpley brown shirt that says Paris on it. Not that I've been to Paris, but there you go.
What has been your journey into art?
I think ever since I was really young, I used to just love doodling, and I think that was just, even as like when I was in like nursery and stuff, I would always be the person getting in trouble because I'd be drawing on my schoolwork basically. And then from there, I was always interested in films as well, because I just basically I'd watch every film that was out, or any film that I had at home. I'd probably watched about 100 times. I really felt like I wanted to really get into it, and then from there I started to go into some like youth organizations that were into like film and art, and I think from there I started to kind of learn a bit more, and then kind of start to kind of make my craft what it is today.
What is your process when it comes to creating new work?
I think my process is that I always have to draw before I create something. Like I always just got to get my sketchbook, and I've just got to kind of doodle ideas. Just even if they're the most stupid ideas possible, I'm gonna put them down, because sometimes what I've realized is sometimes the idea you think is stupid is actually kind of interesting and stuff. So I just keep putting loads and loads of like, I just keep brainstorming, and then like I put it away, and then I look back at my sketchbook and go, oh wait a minute, oh this idea. And then I go with that idea. So basically that's my crazy way of doing things.
What are the biggest challenges?
I think the film and TV industry is quite inaccessible sometimes, and I think there's a lot of change that needs to happen in terms of the working culture of film and TV. And then I also feel like a lot of big challenges as well is I think just trying to find those safe spaces for neurodivergent creatives to really kind of thrive, because I think there's a lot of places where you kind of feel like you're the other person and stuff. So I think that sometimes is quite a barrier for me, and I'm sure it's a barrier for a lot of disabled creatives as well.
Show me an object that represents you or relates to your artwork. Can you tell us about it, and why is it important to you?
So I'm showing my sketchbook here. I feel like my sketchbook is where pretty much all my ideas happen, but also as well, like I find it a place where I just put a lot of my inner thoughts in there as well, which I think helps me kind of reflect on myself, but then also reflect on what I want to create as well. Also, I think with drawings, I find that is that where I feel the most free. So I think with filmmaking, sometimes you have to think quite structured, but I think with drawings and stuff, you know, I do them for myself. And I think what's it called, that means I don't have this worry about do people like it or do people not like it. And I think that helps me to kind of get into the creative process when I feel free, and I don't have that kind of anxiety of will they or will they not like it and stuff. In this particular page, there's so many doodles, and also like sometimes a lot of my pages, they have like little things that I've just written, just like unfiltered thoughts. And I think a lot of times my art comes from unfiltered thoughts basically. If you can see here, there's a lot of creatures and a lot of strange people, and I think what I try and do is I try and look at things that are happening in my life, and I almost kind of try and look at it through a more kind of fantastical lens. So a lot of my kind of art stems from my sense of humor, but also my life. And then also just the horror films and science fiction films that I grew up watching as well.
What is your favourite place to visit?
There's two places I really like to go where I get a lot of my inspiration from. So I love to go to Wimbledon Common because it's quite a creepy like forest kind of place, and I'm really influenced by kind of like old school fairy tales and quite gothic stuff. So I love going there just to see kind of like how dark and spooky it looks. I feel like when I go there, I'm almost transported to like, I don't know, Hansel and Gretel or like Snow White kind of vibes, or a Tim Burton movie. So I really love to go there for like my own inspiration. And from my work, I like the spooky stuff anyway, so I think it also reinforces the spooky stuff that I enjoy. Another place which a lot of my work is set in is the area of Battersea, and actually currently at the moment I'm making a short film called Battersea Ghoulbusters, which is a horror comedy that's got a bit of mixed media elements to it. And I grew up in that area, and I think when I go there I just look back and I think of all the interesting stories that I've kind of grown up seeing. And I think also a lot of people only know Battersea for, you know, the power station or like the kind of expensive parts, but actually I know Battersea for the more authentic parts, where there's kind of like the interesting train bridge, there's the weird little bits that no one sees but I see. So I think I really like that because it reminds me of home, but also it's just got a wealth of interest in history as well.
If you weren't an artist, what would you be?
Because of my autism and stuff, I think a lot of my focus goes into kind of creative practices like kind of drawing and filmmaking. I almost feel like I'd be a completely different person if I didn't want to do any of these kind of more artistic things. So I think that's a hard question, but I guess, to be fair, I do like talking, maybe a talk show host. I do like those kind of Louis Theroux shows, you know, where he meets the really crazy people and stuff and interviews them and stuff. I think I'd like to do that, you know, because I think there's something quite interesting learning about other people's worlds and stuff, whether you agree with them or not. So I think I'd be interested in that, but also I'm aware I've not got a poker face. So I think if they said something very crazy, it would be showing up all on my face. So yeah, I think maybe it'd be more of a comedy show than a serious show.
What's the one thing you would change about the visual arts sector?
I think I definitely want the arts to be more accessible, and I think a lot of that needs to come with not just education of people to kind of learn a bit more about people's different conditions, but I also think as well there needs to be a change in who the gatekeepers are as well and stuff, because, you know, a lot of people who are the gatekeepers for the arts and stuff are usually neurotypical people as well. And I think, you know, it makes it quite, you know, what's it called? They're the people that choose who becomes the big artists, or who become, you know, who is going to be shown here and shown there. And I think if we had more neurodivergent or disabled people in higher rankings in the arts and stuff, I think we would start to see a bit of a change, I believe. So I think that would be something I would like to see a change in personally.
How can people stay connected with Journey into Arts? People can stay connected by liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. From there, they can watch all the latest videos and be alerted for when new videos get uploaded onto the channel.